Oh, hi everybody. I'm June. It's been a while since we made one of these math videos. I mean, quite a long time, but we decided to make some more. So why not give that a try? So today we're going to be learning about tens groupings.
Wait a minute, tens groupings? Oh yeah, tens groupings.
What are tens groupings? That's a good question, Byron. Tens groupings are any group or set of 10. And today we are going to learn about tens. Tens are a very important concept in math. They can help you succeed. How many circles? Count by tens. Do I see a highlighted word? That's a vocabulary word I see. Notice how it's bolded too. That's a vocab word, meaning that it's a word that we have never even learned yet. Tens. What are tens? Tens are any groups or sets of 10 objects. For example, 56 has 5 tens because 56 has a 5 in it, which signals 5 tens. But the 6 signals 6 ones. So that's the basic concept of place value. Place value is where a value is placed in a number. For example, tens is a place value because 56 has 5 tens. And if a number has tens, then it has two place values, tens and ones. If it has hundreds, then it has three place values, hundreds, tens, and ones. If it only has ones, it only has, well, one place value, which is the ones. But anyway, we can see that 56 has two place values because there are tens and ones in that number, but no hundreds. So there are 5 tens and 6 ones in 56. Those are what tens are. Basically, any group or set of 10 objects. So you could use red sticks to represent it. So one red stick would be 10 of those little circles. Then the next one would be 20, 30, 40, then 50, then 55, 56. Notice how I said 55 after 50? Well, that's because there is a full row of 5 here. So I said 55 right away. Notice the 5 row. And then one more is 56. Tens are a very important concept in identifying certain numbers, especially very large ones. But how many red circles are there?
This is going to be very hard. Hold on, I can do this. It's 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, Mango. There's a quicker way we can solve this problem. Really? How? By counting by tens. Look at this. There are 5 red circles here and 5 red circles there. And 5 and 5 make 10. And there are lots of those. These are called tens because they are groups or sets of 10 things, in which case they are circles. So this counts as 110. So all we have to do is count by tens to see how many circles there are. Okay, sure, let's give that a try. Well, we know the first one, which is 10. Obviously, 0 plus 10 equals 10. Hang on, let me just get my... There we go. And then draw the number 10. 1 and a 0 together. That makes 10. But then what's next? Well, if we count 10 more, that would be 20. Oh yeah! 2 tens. 2 tens make 20. So far, 1 10 is 10. 2 tens are 20. Oh, 3 tens are 30. 4 tens are 40. 5 tens are 50. 6 tens are 60. 7 tens are 70. And 8 tens are 80. So how many red circles are there? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There are 80 circles altogether. Wow, that's a lot of circles. It is a lot of circles. But don't worry, counting by tens makes it a whole lot easier to count a lot of objects. The add 110 pattern is also fundamental. Look at these. 10, 20, 30. There are 30 circles over here and 10 circles over there. And 30 plus 10 is 40. Thus, the equation is 30 plus 10 equals 40. It's the same thing as 3 plus 1, except you have to add an extra 0 to these numbers. An extra 0? Yes! You see, counting by tens and adding tens are the same thing, because you just add 10 more every time. And if you know how to count by ones, which all of you should, then you know how to count by tens. You just need to add an extra 0. So for tens, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, it would be 10, 20, 30, because you need to add the extra 0 to those numbers. See? It's no different, just with a 0. Let's look at this one. This one's a bit tricky. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tens. 5 tens make 50. But there's only 1 10 here. So the equation is 50 plus 10, which equals 60. Because if we look here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We can also double check this one. 10, 20, 30, 40. See? It does not hurt to double check or triple check, as long as you triple check properly. And this one is very easy. There's 1 10 on each side. So, both numbers are 10. 10 plus another 10. That makes 20. That's similar to how 1 plus 1 equals 2, except with the extra zeros. So 10 plus another 10 make 20, which is 2 tens. Then finally, 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 is the first number, so let's write that. 40. And then the plus goes after, so let's write the plus. And then there is 1 10 on the other side, which makes 10. So let's write 10 equals, now we have to count by tens to solve this one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 40 plus 10 equals 50. See? Counting by tens is super easy. We can also check this one, but it's really easy. 10, 20. See? It's no different, just with the zeros, you know. Now, let's increase the difficulty level a bit. Ooh. This time, there are only equations and no representations. However, thanks to our fun little method we just used, we don't need models. We just need to figure out what the number without zeros plus the other number without zeros is, and then add the 0 in front of that sum. For example, let's do this one together. 50 plus 10 equals, well, in order to do that, first we need to cover the zeros. What is 5 plus 1? 6. Yes, 5 plus 1 equals 6. However, there's a 0. So we need to add a 0 to 6, which makes 60. 50 plus 10 equals 60. It's just like adding 5 plus 1, but with a 0. Oh, I get it. So 5 tens, and 1 10 make 6 tens. And tens need a 0. Ooh, I see it. And then for this one, 1 plus 1 equals 2. But remember, there is a 0. So add the 0. 10 plus 10 equals 20. There. That was not so hard, was it? Now let's move to a harder one. 90 plus 10. 90 plus 10? Oh, but wait. 9 plus 1 is already 10. And if we add a 0, that's 100. That's right, Byron. 90 plus 10 equals 100. 9 tens plus 1 10 make 10 tens. It's just like how 9 plus 1 equals 10, except we're not counting by ones. We're counting by tens this time. This means that if we do this correctly, 3 plus 1 equals 4, 0 plus 0 equals 0, so add that 0, then all these answers are pretty straightforward. 30 plus 10 is 40, 80 plus 10 is 90, 70 plus 10 is 80, 60 plus 10 is 70, and 40 plus 10 equals 50. You see? You just need to focus on the one-digit numbers first and then add the 0 after it. It's very easy. Like for 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then the 0, the extra 0 after 10, makes 100. So, yeah, adding an extra 0 is the same thing as increasing by 10 more. So, yeah, like for 7, if you add an extra 0, that will be 10 sevens. So we make 10 of those. That makes 70. It is similar to 7, but with a 0 in it. Write the numbers. Now it's time to represent the numbers. Representing them is also very easy, but could be a little difficult for youngsters to know. But don't worry, I know a handful trick. Just underline the numbers that are not 0 and work from there. 2, 8, 5, and 1. So, 2 is the first number, so we have to start at the tens place. Well, since there's a 2, it has 2 tens. So let's write that down. 2 tens. But then there's a 0. So it does not have any ones. So 0 ones. And as we can tell, the rest of these also have 0. So this means they also have 0 ones. So now, this one is an obvious because 10 in singular form means 1. So 1 10. And this one, 5 and a 0, that means 5 tens. So let's write 5 over here. And then 80 has 8 tens. Ooh, I like this one. Draw tens to solve. Write the unknown number. This may be a little overwhelming for first graders to know, because they really don't know the real step in solving this problem. But surprisingly, even junior high students do this. It's actually part of algebra. The unknown box represents a variable called x. X plus 10 equals 30. But don't worry, you don't have to learn about x right now. The variable x is learned in junior high, and it is a very fundamental concept in algebra. To solve this problem, we just need to subtract 10. So let's subtract 10 from both sides. 10 minus 10 equals 0, so these immediately cross out. 30 minus 10 equals 20, which is x, so x equals 20. X is the unknown answer. But if the unknown answer is known, then it's not unknown anymore. So now it's 20. 20 plus 10 equals 30. This is because 3 10 sticks signal 30. But if we take away one of the 10 sticks, then there are only 2 of them left. That's similar to how 3 minus 1 equals 2, except by adding a 0. 30 minus 10 equals 20. So 20 plus 10 must equal 30. And remember, If 3 minus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 must equal 3. Which is totally right. So see, you can use a simple bit of math to help you understand. And check for understanding, how are counting tens and adding tens the same? Well, I think I already said this, but they are the same because all you have to do is to add 10 more every time. You only add 10 more every time. Every single time. Every time. No more than 10, because that's simply just counting by tens, and then adding more tens, and then adding more tens forever and ever and ever. That's just 10 of those. Aha. So, you see, adding ones is no different than adding tens. It's just that adding tens requires adding a 0, but the ones don't involve any zeros. So, yeah. Anyways, that was it. I know this video was pretty quick, but it explained a lot about tens and ones. And you will be able to learn more about tens and ones when you are in 2nd grade. And 2nd grade is pretty special, because when you go to 2nd grade, you're going to learn about much larger numbers, much larger than 120, like 130, then 300, then 900, and then 1,000. Up to 1,000. That's a very large number. You don't have to learn about that right now. Thank goodness. But in the meantime, it doesn't hurt to practice adding your tens and subtracting them too. So, yeah, keep on with your tens. And if you're still not sure, you can ask a teacher for help. Like this. Koi has 10 pencils in a pack and 4 extra pencils. How many pencils does he have in all? I think I need help. Well, don't worry. Just visualize the picture. 10 is the first number, so we write 10 as the first number. Then 4 extra means plus 4 more. And 10 plus 4 equals 14. So he has 14 pencils in all, because 110 plus 4 ones equals 110 and 4 ones, which together make 14. So he has 14 pencils in all. And if you keep practicing and practicing and practicing, eventually you might say, hey, this is pretty easy. This was actually easier than I thought it was. And guys, keep practicing. Keep practicing to train your brain, because sooner or later, the 2nd grade teachers will not ask you how to add these numbers, so you have to figure it out yourself. Well, this is a good thing that you're practicing and practicing. Especially the junior high teachers. The junior high teachers and the high school teachers will not tell you how to add tens, so you have to figure out how to do that by yourself. But don't worry, I am here, Lop is here, which is me. That's my name is Lop. And we're going to have so much fun with numbers. Very, very fun. At some times, you might also have to model numbers, like, to actually represent them. But don't worry, this is not as hard as just representing them. To model numbers, you just have to shade all the boxes in that represent the number. So 10 blue boxes here, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See? That's how you model 16. 10 plus 6 equals 16. Thank you so much for counting and learning with us. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Do, do, do.